Hello Aquarius, how you doing? And welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 17th to the 23rd of February. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday to you. Welcome to your new year, basically. We're going to be going into the elements a little bit later on. We've got the energy update out and the messages from the energies. And we're going to be going into earth and air energies in that order, as it were. I think earth energy is going to be a much more stronger component over the weekend, playing even much more into the middle of next week. So yes, let's before we go on to all of that malarkey, let's just see what's going on with your reading here, shall we? Let me just pull that up there. Lovely. Okay, let's just see what's going on for you. Feels like you're burdening, and it's difficult for you to put the right foot forward. You know, the right foot that's good for you, not necessarily the right. It could well be your right foot. You could have some people watching this may have had a bit of a set to with your foot, and it doesn't seem serious, but it could well be. So, and some people are just trying to carry the world a little bit on your shoulders in the way of the administration, finances, organization, that sort of thing. Just be a little bit wary of it, because that energy feels a little bit stressful. Okay, so yeah, what's the flip side of that? What's stick to your position, Aquarius. Stick to your position. The thing is with the Empress, the great card here. It's very there's a lot of money involved in it, in the way of you should be making fortune for yourself. But it is fortune built off the back of you knitting together realities in order to create the wealth for you. And the only way that you can do that is if you take out the emotional component to life. And I think that's probably what the part that's holding you back and stopping you from putting the right foot forward and just taking on too much for the world around you, basically. Let's just have a look what's going on the relationship side. There's a real stiffening of the karmic path here, as if there's like you're coming up to a bend in the road, in the path, that is quite steep. It's quite a sharp bend. And and I think it's a sharp bend because it's trying to stop you from deviating off your pathway. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Swords. You can't get sharper than that. It's really putting you back onto the straight and narrow, as it were. And I think once you realise it, it's just going to be like, for you, it's going to be like, of course, yeah, right, blimey. What was I doing? What was I thinking? Sort of scenario. And it's just like kind of going, this is what I should be doing. So it's a real light bulb moment, clarification, giving you good victory. It's because you're getting back to that positioning sort of factor about it all. On the synchronicities with the outside world, or the coincidences, I see 2 or 3 people, so it's like groups of people. And I think it's, it could be here where you maybe meet the person, or you engage in an activity. You think, my word, that's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, look at that. They get the ace, they get the Queen of Wands, and I think this is what you're paying attention to. That's the whole thing. But there is lots of other little sort of like little tea lights all over the place there. A lot of things going on around you, but it's helping you to get focused, really focused on what part of life stimulates you. And from the past is the past. You don't want to wake it up, and you don't want to observe it. You really want to get your teeth into the future more than anything. Yeah, exactly. Let go of it. Anything in the past, once we start looking with retrospection, obviously we could have done a lot better, and someone else could have done a lot better that we might have been involved in. But that's the past. You can't change it. And that's the beauty of the past, because you can look at it, but you've got to look at it completely detached. And that's where the emotion thing comes into it. In the future self, I see a broadening of horizons in regards to sort of friends and people you commune with and party with or get involved with and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a surprise for you. I think you're starting to take the world, um, it's a bit like reggae music. It's got like that counter rhythm in it, and it's like you're getting into that counter rhythm. And I think it's really good. I think it almost surprises you as if just sort of kind of gives you a skip in your step. Yeah, I think because you're heading off in a direction here, you could be exposing. This is what we could say about the Nine of Swords and the Moon as well. This could be, for some of you, maybe not for all of you, but you may be exposing someone in the past that, a secret may come to the surface that sort of like may have caused you a lot of stress and strains. And it turns out that you probably were right. How do you engage in the week here? Firmly looking forward. Yeah, look at that. Two of Cups. Yeah, I think you should engage in it and kind of go, do you know what? I'm going to fall in love with life. That's what I want to do. Blow you, I'm falling in love with life. And it's this section here that, it's like kind of, this is why I sort of said the past is the past, forget about it. You know what I mean? And, and I think you honestly will. I think you're opening a beautiful door into relationships with multitudes of people, and I say that in the sort of like friends and stuff like that, and that could well develop love, and this could well be it. This could be the light bulb moment for you if you're looking for that. Really be on it. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. Careers, jobs, businesses, that sort of thing. There's a lot of energy in the future here, but it needs development. That's the best way to describe it. In the karmic path, you've got a lot going on in the past. You have the Emperor. Look at this, the Emperor and the Empress. This is what needs developing, I think. I think what needs developing is your connection with your ultimate streamline of what you wish to be doing in life. And it really sets you up to feel enormously empowered, but it does need a slight bit of organization here. A sort of clarification. You need to go across some choppy waters to get to the clean sailing, as it were. Let's just see what's going on the connection to the universe. Seems to be two people that's coming into your life here. One that's sort of like a salesperson, another one that seems to be like an accountant. One's much more into figures and jotting things down, and the other person's a very chatty person. But it seems to be that it's like they're opening up the possibility of something. Yeah, they're asking you to step up to the game to be the best example of yourself. Could these be competitors? Could it be a rank, like a bit of a fight you have to do? I don't get that. I don't really get that. I get more that there's almost like there's people that you're engaging with who are they're coming at it the best they are, and there's like a healthy competition between work colleagues. It seems that sort of way. A healthy competition. It could be a healthy competition between you and another business, your business and another business. That's really good to have that sort of thing going on. Let's just see what's going on to the past. There's an accumulation of wealth through understanding and knowledge that you need to put into action. This is the World card. This is the new paradigm. I think you've already stepped into it, and I think you've worked out. It feels like I think you've got a really good idea of what you really want to do. The question is how to do it, or which sector to do it in, which sector of business to do it in, which job to get, where to live, and everything like that. There's a lot of things that need to be sorted out, and in the future, there's a lot of passion. It's as if you're going off on a mission, out with the old and in with the new. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Swords, a lot of passion, a lot of mental stimulation. This is really good for you in your future. This is you taking a path, No one else is taking it for you. And I think this pathway here is going to lead to that. That's what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to you being totally, being so at one with yourself to be able to control and, use the physical world and the material world. And the Queen of Swords is because she's taken the emotions out of the situation. And that's what I think you need to do, certainly on your financial sort of side. Well, how's the engagement for this week here? There's no toing and froing here. I wouldn't accept second best. Yeah, you got the 10 of Wands. I wouldn't accept second best. Be wary of just trying to, give people a pass. I'm not sure that that's a good idea for them or for you. I think also at the same time, the other side, the flip side of this is that you've actually done a lot to get to where you are today. Enormous amounts of learning and understanding in multitudes of different areas. And you've accumulated a wealth of things. And the 10 is often the end of the journey. And what it's saying there is at the end of this journey, this learning process, you have a lot of gifts to give to the world. And it's now you've got to choose a way, in the best way to exploit all of that. And I think it's going to be certainly with you stepping up to the plate of it all. Okay, let's just have a look, see what's going on with the elements with your flower. Let's just cover over the cards so we can actually see what's going on with the elements. There we go, just quickly. Okay, we're looking at earth and air energy. Now, you've got this beautiful bit of cardinal earth that comes in there from Capricorn. But look at that. That's all there is. So in a way, okay, the main energy at the moment is going to be earth energy. And it usually earth consumes air. So you don't have any earth and air combinations, but you do have a lot of air. Obviously you're 2/3 air and 1/3 water. That's why you're the water bearer. But you also have this sort of mutable air there, and this also fixed air there, which really helped you out. It's a reflection of yourself coming in from Scorpio. And I think this is where you're going to be playing the most on your karmic paths and everything like that. I think that's where you're going to get the most amount of stimulation for the future here. And this cardinal earth is giving you a real direction. It's giving you a direction that is from within you, on your relationship side, so that's allowing you to project into the future. And this is how you're on your financial side, where we're helping you, is the acts that the things that you do in the day, during the day, will be determining your future. So how you use this 10 of Wands, these attributes you have, will give you the direction. So I think you've got a lot of currency in the way of energy for your financial side. But the main thing that I was going to look at, there is one card that's the other way. What are you? I kept popping into the corner of my eye. Knight of Wands. Do you have to go off on a mission? A passionate mission? Possibly. Very possibly. Now, how do you take the emotions out of the relationship side in order to bring this surprise or bring this thing from the underbelly in the moon here on your relationship? How do you get a direction out of that? And you get the 10 of Pentacles. I think the idea that comes into your life through here, and this is born out of cardinal earth and cardinal fire and cardinal water, I think this idea is actually making you feel so secure that whatever has happened in the past, people feel relaxed about telling you because it's as if you're over it and gone past it. And I think that's an easier way to get things out. And, this direction does have to go through a bit of a, no point crying over spilt milk, as they say. But here you've got like these 2 cups here that lead to a whole new adventure for you. And that's the 2 of the cups, which is at the top. You may be disappointed, but I wouldn't let it show. And this is why you've got the Empress card there. Wouldn't let it sort of like trigger you and allow you to be really happy, because I think you're going into something that's so much better for you, but it's going to give you satisfaction and closure on something in regards to relationships. On the financial side, As I say, you've got this cardinal Earth coming through. Let's just see what's going on from there. You've got the Eight of Swords. Is this the energy that's signaling the end of a moment of feeling stuck in your financial world? You've got the Seven of Cups. If you follow what feels good for you, and put yourself at the center of this and having control over your emotions, where control over your emotions doesn't necessarily mean show no emotions. Control over your emotions means that when you need to apply your joy, you apply it full on. When you need to apply your disagreement, you apply it full on. And this is where you follow your emotions and gives you the good results. And this is where, as I say, I think it's going to be a transitional thing. You get that Page of Pentacles in there. This is where you're sort of learning how to plant your seeds for a brighter future. I do want to have a quick look what's going on with the Emperor card there. You get the Ten of Wands. You've got to be careful of that. The Emperor tends to sort of, does a lot physically to maintain his empire. And this is where you've got to be just wary about it. I think the Emperor needs to listen to the Empress more than anything else. Six of Swords. I told you it was going through choppy waters, going through calmer waters. And that sort of symbolises it, really, going to sort of great space. Let's just see what's going on with the Five of Wands. You get the Hierophant. This is an absolutely beautiful card. This is two people that's coming into your life to help you understand the steps you need to take to get to where you want to be. And the Page of Cups, it's a real learning curve down on the financial side of how to express yourself and allow your energies to finally bring in the results that you want to bring in. And it's not just financial, it's also emotional and etc. A fulfilling life is so much more worth it than just a financial life. The two will go hand in hand. So there you go, Aquarius. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Thank you very much for being showing all your support through the YouTube system. Don't forget about the energy update and the messages from energy as well, which we've got on this channel. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.